I think the radical idea of Jehu, that's not just ultra-leftism, is the view that we can just flattenly destroy the system of wage labor. And I'm starting to kind of lean on that in a neo-Stakhanovite way. I'm starting to say, you know, we have really gotten to a point where wages are no longer proxies for any form of meaningful measurement of labor. And then if you read Marx about the early stages of socialism, he talks about labor vouchers and the principle of from each according to their ability to each according to their work, right? Meaning you get directly compensated for the exact amount of labor input you put inside. And I watched this TikTok recently or something recently that was so tragic. I don't remember where I watched it. But it was this guy who was like, you know, at my workplace, I work harder than anyone. I'm the hardest fucking worker at my workplace. Nobody works harder than me, and I've been working here for years. And I have never gotten a fucking promotion just because I'm not a friendly guy. Everyone else is getting all these promotions and bumps in their raise just because they're doing the right networking and they're being fucking friendly. He said, I am the hardest worker at my workplace. And I get paid the least just because I'm an asshole who's not a friendly guy and I keep to myself. He said he gets paid the least just because he's not a social butterfly. And that is so fucking true. All money is about social connections at this point. It's not actually about how much work you do. Is hard work rewarded? It's not. You know, nobody's ever rewarded for their labor anymore. You're always rewarded for how popular you are or how much of a... I think we're one of the only communities online that rewards good labor. When some random fuck in my Discord named Sharter Ass Fart 27 makes a crazy good meme and makes a crazy good video, nobody's ever fucking heard of who they are. They have no clout in the Discord. We immediately give them hero and fucking praise them. And we're like, this guy's a hero. He's a great guy. Long live this guy. We fucking shower him with praise for his hard work. But you would be surprised how uncommon that is in the modern workplace. In the modern workplace, the person who's the most popular gets all the praise, not the person who does the most tremendous, commendable work, right? And that is also a result of the wage labor system. See, what's happened is that the wage labor system is a standard rate of pay for everyone, regardless of the amount of work they do. And then everything extra is based in a managerial bureaucracy. Promotions, pay rate rises. I'm going to promote you to manager. I'm going to promote you. You know, you're climbing the ladder of bureaucracy. We need to destroy the wage labor system, which we can do, and replace it with a labor-based system, which is scientific way of measuring your input of labor. That way, and just even across the board, even for professionals, let's actually be a fucking meritocracy that rewards hard, effective, and competent work, and let's destroy the clout-based personality social economy where everyone's a brand. If you're working in a fucking oil rig, you shouldn't have to have a brand. If you are a hard worker, you should get rewarded for it. Doesn't matter what fucking personality you have. It doesn't matter if you're a scumbag who eats puppies and throws cats out of buildings and you're the most disgusting, despicable person. If you are doing the work, you should be compensated for it. If you work at a tech firm or something and you're crazy good in your coding, you're like a legend, but you're such an asshole and you keep to yourself, you should get promoted That's the Stakhanov system. Remember the Stakhanov movement in the Soviet Union? That's what we need to bring in this country to think about socialism or communism. How will you measure it? I don't know. I don't know. Marx talked about a labor voucher system that measured hours, labor hours. That's probably not possible anymore. Thank you so much, Ark.
Labor vouchers.
Yeah, something like that. Where you get exactly what you put in. But it can be measured in other ways. I'm just saying, to me, part of socialism means meritocracy. Like, so much of our economy is just based on how well liked you are instead of how much you're contributing, right? Because this guy's so fucking right. He's like, I get paid the lowest in my workplace and I work the hardest. You want to know why I instantly believe that? He goes, just because I'm not a people person. That's so fucking true and we all know it. You should become successful because of hard work, not because you're well liked. Everyone likes to say, oh, in America, you'll make it big with hard work. No, you fucking won't. You make it big if you're a people person who networks in the right way. You make it big if you're popular. You make it big if you're fucking well liked. Okay? So that's what we're talking about here. We're not talking about any real meritocracy. That much needs to be understood and acknowledged. Thank you also, Janice, for the 5. Even in manufacturing, doing good work, you get stuck with more responsibility while the brown nosers get promoted. So true. I'm sure it's especially felt in manufacturing. And if we had a worker-based economic system, then when you're working in manufacturing, the harder you work, the more you work. The more persistence and grit you have, that gets you more fucking dough you take home. Wouldn't that, guys, as a man, now women probably hate this. Thank you so much, Mojave. But as a man, wouldn't you love to just be this silent, I'm not a people person, which is crazy because I'm a streamer, right? But even you guys can probably tell. Thank you so much, Mojave, by the way. Even you guys can tell I am not a people person. I'm really not. And as a man who has extreme masculine brain bordering on autism, if not crossing the line many miles out, I would love to just be able to show up to work and work my hardest and take a lot of money home for it without having to talk to anyone. I feel like that's what a real man wants to do. You know? A real man doesn't want to be a brown noser who's socializing all the time. I think that's more a woman thing. Men want to just do the work, get compensated, go home, have some Cheetos, and fuck their wife. You know what I mean? And then our people, by the way, our people skills can be developed outside of work. I'm just saying at the workplace. Don't get me wrong. We could all go to the pub or whatever. I don't know. We could all go out and tell jokes and have fun and laugh together, have some solidarity. But outside of work, within the workplace, you know, I'm not a people person within the workplace. I gotta say, I want to do my fucking work and go home. But that mentality gets you punished in this country. You don't get compensated for that. You never get recognized. You know? You don't get any appreciation. It's the opposite of a worker-based Stakhanovite system. So that's some shit I wanted to get off my that's some shit that was grinding off my gears that I wanted to get off my chest. You know? Yeah, wouldn't we all work so much harder if that was the case? Men are natural hard workers. We want to work hard, but we don't want to do it for no fucking reason. We do want an incentive. We want to be compensated for it, and then second, we want praise for it. But first, we want to be compensated for it, and I think we should do that. Asia is more that way. So true. That's so true. You know, America's supposed to be that way, right? Let me tell you about America. we're supposed to have that work ethic, focused on work, and that was true when we were in individual homesteads as yeomen. But when we became socialized as proletarians, we lost the American work ethic, and it got replaced with put a smile on, right? Bullshit bureaucracy. We need to bring back the American work ethic at the social level. And that is related to, you know, the motivations. How do you got to be fucking motivated to be a man. You got to have a mass political movement like Trump's. They all interconnect. They're all related, you know? Thank you, Pretty Flacco.
Tech YouTuber that quit working at Twitch said he tried to fix major bugs in the code but was told not to because it's mean to the woman that wrote it.
You know, when I'm at the gym and I'm by myself, I'm like, I'm not a misogynist. Where did that come from? Why am I always like known as, or why do I even have those thoughts on stream? And then I go on stream, I hit live, and then I hear people tell me shit like that. I'm like, oh, that's why. I'm like, why am I such a misogynist? I don't really have a problem with women offline. But it's like on an institutional level I have a problem. Like in real life I have no problem with women. But at a workplace, at an institution, in a political party, it's like I have a problem with feminine culture. I have a problem with femininity. Institutionally, not personally. Personally, it's like, okay, no problem. So, that is just wild. Oh, it'll hurt their feelings. What the fuck? You know, I think the communist position used to be this. We're not going to just discriminate against you for being a woman, but we now need to bend the stick backwards and be like, okay, you could be a woman and do all the things men can do, but you don't have a right to feminize the workplace. Like, this is still about fucking work. Nobody gives a shit you're a fucking woman. This is about the work you put in and the work you do. We're not gonna throw hurdles in your direction just because you're a woman. And hey, maybe we will cut you some slack and help you get to the position men are in because of all the discrimination. But when all is said and done, we're not gonna sacrifice actually getting what needs to be done to accommodate some stupid feminist bullshit. We should not be scared to say that. You know, when I actually talk, I'm not really extremist. I'm not an extremist. See, and the reason I'm saying that, guys, I'm going to be launching an organization which probably is going to have women in it. And I probably need to be more responsible about how I talk about these various issues. And nobody wants to hear the Xi Jinping impersonal kind of cold approach. Everyone wants to hear the inflammatory, funny, edgy approach. But the cold approach I want to give to you is that you need to be professional. You need to never be an extremist on anything. Look, everyone's privacy should be respected. Extremism is the opposite of heterosexuality. Never forget that.